Lucky number 13 of 15, you're doing so good. Today we're going to take that solo we've been working on. We've already added some tension, and now we're going to add some ornamentation. Go ahead and get the tabs and the backing track pinned in the first comment of the comment section. These are the kind of goodies that you get by becoming a Patreon, so think about becoming a Patreon. It will accelerate your learning, and it's right there in the comment, cheaper than a cheap cheeseburger. You'll see my email in the description if you want some one-on-one lessons. Let's do it. Grab the ukulele brain attention span, follow me on in, and let's add some ho-ho-ho ornamentation to that solo. Let's do it. The ho-ho-ho is Santa. Ornaments. Get it? Let's do it. A really good way to dress up your solos is with ornamentation. There's 5 elements of ornamentation. You have the hammer-on, which is where you play 2 notes by striking one with your finger after you play another. You have the pull-off. This is the opposite. You have one finger ready and loaded, and you strike a note, and then yank this one off, creating tension. So you play 2 notes with one strike, but going down as opposed to up. Hammer on, pull off. Hammer on and a pull off. Okay, then we have the slide. There's a lot of different types of slides, and as you can see, a lot of different lengths. You can either do an instant slide, or you can play a note and slide after that. 1 and 2, for example. So there's different types of slides. Something that you'll probably experiment with a lot, and I would imagine maybe a lot of you are probably familiar with the slide, hammer, and pull off. Now, we have the bend. The bend, we're just going to be doing blues curls, baby bends. The further down the fretboard you get, the easier it is to do large bends. And the goal is to actually bend, not just move the strings up or down, but to bend in pitch. So, for example, to turn the C note into a D note. There it is. The ukulele is not a great bending instrument, to be totally honest. Half bends work much better than full bends, like I just did. C to D would be a full bend, 2 frets. It's much easier to go from a C to a C sharp. It's a smaller bend. The further you get down away from the neck, or the nut, the easier the bend is. Then the last one is vibrato. Vibrato takes some time to develop. For now, we're just going to kind of think about it as wiggling the note a little bit, but it's not coming from your finger, it's actually coming from your wrist. So 5th fret of the E string. You strike it and you actually keep your hand like a claw, like rigor mortis, stiff. And I'm actually bringing this part to this part of my hand, and I'm keeping my hand stiff and I'm just rotating it. But that's coming from the wrist with a stiff hand. All right? So those are the 5 ornamentations. If we bring up the first 4 measures, our first phrase has 2 of them. We will see a bend on the 3rd beat of the first measure. That's a quarter bend, meaning we're implying this F sharp. We don't want to play it, we just want to imply it. And then we also see vibrato on the 3rd fret of the A. Okay, so we put that together. Same phrase as 2 days ago. And it adds a lot of movement to it. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 pull a 2. Okay, the next phrase is going to go like this. Okay, so we're going to start off 5 pull 3, striking the 5th. I have the 3rd fret. I'm already fretting it. You have to put pressure before, otherwise you're going to get this sound. Actually, I can't even do that. You're going to need pressure to make it work. 5 pull 3, down to the 5th fret, back to 3. 1 and 2. Well, I'm sorry. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 pull a 2. And I'll probably, if I hammer into it, but I still want vibrato because I can't get my whole wrist, I'll actually get this middle finger down as well and wiggle all three of these. Putting both these together. 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 pull. Putting both of these together, we get 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 pull a 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 pull a 2 and 3, 4. Okay, next section. The first phrase, exactly the same. Okay. Now the second one, the third measure is the same. The triplet. No, yeah, and we did that last time too. We went 1 pola, 2 and 3, 4 and. But here we're gonna do a pull off and a slide, showing you how to combine some of these. You're gonna have your fifth fret middle finger, 4th fret index finger. So it's a half step slide, or half. Instead of doing what we did earlier, it's just 1 fret. And you're going to pull off and then slide to 3. And then back to 5. But you have to do this in time. It has to be 1 pola 2. You could even hammer on that 5th if you wanted. I'd rather play it and then give it vibrato. So it's 1 pola 2. Okay, so that second fret, or the second phrase, 1 pola 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2. Okay, so that second phrase, 1 pola 2 and 3, 4 and 1 pola 2, 4. Boom. Okay, turn around. You guessed it, almost the same. We're going to add a hammer on. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3. So on the 3, we're going to hammer on. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. And then we're going to do this one from last time, but we're going to play the E string twice. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2. So this last run of notes, the last 4 measures. Yeah. A7, same arpeggio, but with the hammer on. And then some vibrato. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And then the turnaround lick. Because see this whole thing from the top, counting it nice and slow. 1 from the top, nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 pola 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 pola 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 pola 2 and 3, 4 and 1 pola 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. Te, ute, ose, uchme, Ofe, Erningle, Itwe, Ime. That's pig Latin for dude. Thanks so much. I hope you dig it. Keep on rocking and rolling. Life is good. Rolling Stone don't get no mouse. Rolling Stone don't get no mouse. So keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. Come on, rolling, rolling, roll. As you can see, I'm feeling better. All right. Catch you in 2 days for day number 14. Only 2 more lessons. You're so close. The final boss is right around the corner. Finish him. Flawless victory. Fatality. All right. Take care.